Very good morning, one and all. Today we'll start with our lecture number 1. In this lecture, we are going to introduce the concept of frequency reuse. But before going to the frequency reuse, we are take a review of previous lecture. In this previous lecture, we are go to the concept of mobile radio telephony, then various definitions, basic definitions, which is very important to the in mobile communication sector or telecom sector. Then we are see the examples wireless communication system, that is paging, cordless and cellular. But before going to the frequency reuse, in your mind one question will be arise: what is meant by frequency reuse? What is the need of frequency reuse? Why this concept is very important in telecom sector or in mobile communication system? So let us look and graphical view the number of smartphone user increasing day to day life. This is an survey from year 2007 to 2020. So if you observe, this graph will be linearly will be increasing. As last 30 decades, if you observe, the number of mobile user and the smartphone user in day to day life will be increasing, but the frequency spectrum are limited. A government agencies in TRAI in India, a particular frequency band are allocated for the particular applications. The frequency bands are limited, but the number of users in day-to-day life will be increasing. So how to fulfill the conditions, how fulfill the demands of day-to-day life increasing number of users, and to how to achieve the capacity of this increased number of users. So there is a one solution, that is the frequency reuse. But before going to this concept, we see the basic concept, which is cellular system. So what is meant by cellular system? Cellular system, we can say that the some objective as the number of demand increases, that is first is high capacity is achieved within a limited frequencies. This fulfill requirement or high capacity will be achieved. The same frequencies or time slot or codes are reused. A sophisticated switching technique, that is called as handoff, it will be used. The neighboring stations are assigned in such way that different number of channels to minimize the interference, co-channel interference or adjacent channel interference. The available channels reuse as many times as necessary. The number of base station will be increasing. So the number of demand increases, and to fulfill the requirements of a subscriber with the concept of cellular system. So what are the design issues which is related to the cellular system? First issue in cellular system design, that is to solve the spectral congestion and user capacity, replace a single high power transmitter antenna with many power transmitter antennas. Then interference between two base stations is minimized. Fixed number of channels to support the large number of subscribers as well as the increasing the number of users. High capacity achieved by keeping the reuse distance is high between two cells. so that the interference is caused kept sufficiently low. So in all above, in single line, we can say that cellular concept is a level idea at which replacing a single high power transmitter antenna in large cell or large area with many low power transmitter in small cells, each providing a coverage to only small portion of service area. Each base station is allocated a particular portion of a channel from the available total number of channels, and to assign a neighbor cell different channels to avoid the interference. So cellular concept allows every piece of subscriber equipment within a country or outside the country manufacturer with the same set of the channels, so that the any mobile may be used in any time in any place. So that is the cellular concept. Then go to the concept of frequency reuse. It is a process planning to allocating the channel is called frequency reuse or frequency planning. While we design frequency reuse concept, assign to a particular channel, a particular group of channels, a frequency reuse, not in random manner, but in a sequential manner to objective, to intelligent allocation and reuse the channels. And each base station is allocated a particular group of radio channels. The objective in the point of view to avoid the minimum interference or to avoid the co-channel interference. In simple way, say that the frequency reuse concept, it is a procedure to allocating the channels to particular group or particular area in a small geographic area. That small geographic area is called as a cell. So how the frequency concept will be explained by graphically. So this is a small geographic area. This small geographic area is called as a cell, and this group of cell in neighboring cell as well as the adjacent cells are assigned a frequency in such a way that in smart allocation which minimize the interference, adjacent channel interference or maybe co-channel interference. So in frequency planning, we allocate the frequency in such a way that it will be reused after some particular located distance repeatedly, because the frequency bands are limited. To achieve the fulfilled requirement of subscriber and to achieve the high capacity, we reuse again and again this frequency band to another location. So that is the concept of frequency reuse. And the particular geographic area, that is called cell, and the group of cell, that is this is called as a cluster. So group of cell is called as a cluster, and here we see that this is a dark border form a cluster number of 7 cell. So same frequency will be used here again, here again. Now what is the capacity of reuse cell can be calculated. S is the number of duplex channel available for the user. K is the number of channels assigned for a particular cell. Particular cell means a small geographic area. We can see this is a particular small geographic area. So the n is a cluster size, and cluster size is nothing but the group of cell. So number of duplex channels can be calculated, number of channels assigned to the particular cell into cluster size. So that is will be give the your number of duplex channel to the user. Then how to calculate the total capacity for the duplex channel with the frequency used. So C denotes the total number of duplex channel capacity, and where M is the replica of a cluster. So how many times the cluster will be repeated? Here examples we can see. Here is a one group of cluster, this is second group of cluster which is repeated, again this is a third group of cluster which is repeated. So M is the replica of a cluster, means how many times this cluster will be repeated. So capacity is calculated by C is equal to M, number of replica of the cluster, K is the number of channel assigned to particular cell, and N is the cluster size. So C is directly proportional to the replica as well as directly proportional to the number of duplex channel. So C is calculated by using this formula. So let us consider an example. The given total bandwidth is 30 MHz. The full channel bandwidth here is given. Then channel bandwidth is 50 kHz for the duplex channel. Then each cell, how many channels will be used? 7 cells are given. So capital N is equal to N, 7 cell. So the question is here, how many channels is allocated to each cell? So let us calculate. Here the cluster size N is equal to 7. See here how many channels of 7 cells reused. So the group of cell is 7. So N is equal to 7. Then the total available channels for the given spectrum can be calculated. Channel of each bandwidth is 50 kHz. The total bandwidth of channel or given spectrum is 30 MHz. 30 MHz divided by channel of each bandwidth. So there are the 600 duplex channels will be available. Then each cell number of channels, how many number of channels will be allocated to each cell? So that is K. So K is equal to total number of duplex channel divided by cluster size, total number of cells. So 600 divided by 7. The 85 channels are available for each cell for N is equal to 7. How to identify the cell in cluster size? In order to identify the number of cell in cluster size, we use the formula. This is very important. Exam point of view, gate exam point of view. So N is equal to I square plus I plus j square. So example, here I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 1. Put these values. So I square is N is equal to 7. So N is give the cell cluster size. So it is observed that the cluster size, group of cell, the cluster size is maybe 4, 7, 13 in this way, not 5. Now test identify the co-channel cells. Consider a figure how to find out the co-channel cells. Here we are going, here I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 2. So from the formula we can calculate the number of co-channel cell is equal to 19. So go to this direction and take a counterclockwise 60 degree from this, like this, from here to here. So we can move in J cell. This is a I cell. we can go to the I cell and take a counterclockwise in J cell. Move I cell and any channel of the hexagon, we get the number of co-channel cell is equal to 90. So in this lecture we are going to the concept of frequency reuse, cellular concept. So we can stop here. Thank you.